Hi, folks. I don't know, I guess I'm going to start. I'm not good at reading PowerPoint slides, so I'll do my best. When I was 20, I put a computer system in every library in the state of Oklahoma. I helped move a lot of librarians on down the road who didn't want to embrace that type of change. I'd like us to consider doing that again, but in a little bit different way. Whereas, gosh, it's been 20 years. 20 years ago, we switched over from a card catalog system to an electronic system in all the libraries. We started bringing technology into these libraries. I want to get rid of the libraries now. I want to change them. I want to change them significantly. I don't know if it's moving forward or not, or what, but when you look at libraries, they're slow to change. If you go into a library, it hasn't changed much. You still have racks and racks and racks of books. They've started doing children's programs. They've started bringing in copiers over the last few years. They've allowed you to come in and do more things than just getting a book. A library has traditionally been a place where people would come and gather, share books, things like that. But in modern times, there's a copy of most books in every library, or a way to get that transferred between libraries. But as time goes on, the idea of changing the library concerns some of the people who run the libraries, because the idea of having books everywhere is starting to go away. When you look at what books there are, where books are now, your smartphone, your tablet, the items that you have that hold these books, you can hold 10,000, 2,000, depending upon the memory of your phone, books in each one of your technology devices. So the traditional things that we go to the library for no longer exist. Amazon, Google, things like that are what we use now to drive our library things. Most of the time, in some cases, people go to the libraries more to hang out, maybe jump on the internet if they don't have it at home. Maybe they go there for their children programs or for a workshop. It's not really what it was originally intended for, which is for books. So what do we do with all these books that are located there? I propose that we start moving them out, that we start getting rid of them, and replace them with something different. One of the things that I'm very interested in, very passionate about, is hacker spaces and maker spaces. The idea that we can come together and take technology that's not normally available to an individual and make it available to the masses. With a public library where we're using tax dollars, public tax dollars, I think that we should look at replacing those books with something else. As I'm talking about on the slides here, a lot of the technology we're used to seeing is gone. The idea of going to a store and buying a record, gone. A DVD, almost gone. It has to change. We can't keep staying in our old way of doing things without moving on to something newer. What I think we should do is start moving books out as we can, replace them with digital copies, which is already happening. You can go to a lot of public libraries now, check out a book online, use it, read it for 7, 14 days, however long they let you do it. That's controlled by digital rights management, which is a copy protection, which, like MP3s and songs and things like that you've heard of, Napster, is pretty much going away. The idea of being able to download a book for free or on a subscription is about to come upon us. Any book for free or a monthly subscription. So what I would say that we should do, and other libraries are starting to do this, is replace it with a makerspace idea. I started passing around, it's a little 3D printed model of my daughter. We scanned it a few years ago, and you can go now and print this by getting on a website, downloading the file, go into a 3D printer, and printing it. It's making its way around now. I propose that we start, as we've already done in the libraries, where they put printers in, copiers, things like that. Let's start putting 3D printers in there. Let's start putting technology out there that people in the public can check out, take home, touch, feel, like they did years ago. Although it's not a book, it's technology. Maybe that's a drone. Maybe you go there to print something. Maybe you go there to look at some 3D goggles, Google Glass. Whatever that technology is that is beneficial to the masses or of interest to the individuals that want to increase their career options, let's do it. Let's put some 3D scanners out there. Let's make it to where in any town you can go into these spaces that are publicly funded with your tax dollars and see things like that. Soldering kits, 3D printers, whatever. Talk about that as a public forum, but then start moving to that and get rid of the book racks that exist right now. I was talking to the Los Angeles Public Library System about a year ago. They've already started doing it. Chicago Public Library System has started doing it. you're looking at spaces that are about 300 to 400 square feet in many libraries that are getting rid of the books and going to these maker-like spaces. So that's where we're going. I actually beat my slides this time. That's all I've got. Thanks.